Hello everyone, we're going to go live in a few minutes. So I need you to make yourselves comfortable and turn off programs that may reduce your internet bandwidth or distract you from full participation in this webinar. Also, if you're streaming movies or video games, YouTube videos, then please shut those down. If you stick with me to the end of this webinar today, I'll have a special handout for you, and what it is that it contains all the slides that we're going to be covering today, and everything we talk about that includes templates. You will have those for your reference at the end of today's training. So we're going to cover a lot of grounds today, and we want you to definitely hang around until the end. Now squeeze the number 2 if you're looking forward to learning a lot from this presentation. Today, you will learn how to launch and hypergrow your 6- or 7-figure business with little or no money, no prior business training, and even with bad personal credit. I'll show you how to create a 6- or 7-figure business in 1 year using QSE, Quantum Systems Ecologies. You will start your business even if you have a low FICO or personal credit score. Now, if you have an existing small or medium business, I'll also show you how to hyper-grow that business to 6 or 7 or 8-digit revenues. Would you love that? Well, what is holding you back? Let's talk about who this webinar is for. How do you know that you're in the right place? How do you know that this is going to help you? So this webinar is for new entrepreneurs and owners of small to medium businesses. It is for employees who are working the 9-to-5 jobs and who are trapped on the hamster wheel that keeps moving faster and faster. Quantum entrepreneurship is the game changer. I will rewire you to become a builder so you can build highly scalable and sustainable businesses very fast. I will rewire you to attract capital, break past that $1 million revenue very fast, and do it almost effortlessly. I will teach you how to create strategies and teams with infrastructure in mind so you can build a highly scalable business with huge growth rates. I want to unleash your power as an entrepreneur so you can do what you are really gifted to do. Quantum entrepreneurship, it solves existing problems that businesses were not able to solve using the old technologies. And our new technologies include artificial intelligence, which by itself is a huge game changer. I work with most sectors or industries. I work with technology, including artificial intelligence and augmented analytics and autonomous devices. I work with the wealth landscape, telecommuting, digital marketing. I work in the green revolution, housing development, health and nutrition industries. What's been holding you back? The cost of franchises, I know, can be prohibitive. It costs at least $250,000 to get you up and running. And most often, entrepreneurs will say, I have a great business idea and I want to start a business, but I just don't have the money. Quantum entrepreneurship will unlock the secrets to 10x your revenue, quickly raise your business paydex score, increasing your lines of credit, and I'll help you to create an exit plan that protects your business and your personal financial interest. Let me tell you, you do not need to drain your retirement funds or your 401k or your 403b to start your business. I'll help you to develop mastery in your specific business niche, and you will be able to stop struggling with your business. Now here's one more thing that's really important. I'm going to be covering a lot of valuable strategies and providing you a lot of information for which I could charge you a handsome consultation fee, but that's not what I'm going to be doing. What I'm going to be covering on this webinar, you will be getting it for free. So please take lots of notes. I'm going to hang around for some time right after the webinar, and I'm going to be answering some questions. So please ensure that you can see my screen and hear my voice. And if you can do so, then please hit the number 5 in your chat box. Very good. Now, if you're just joining us, the title of this webinar today is Quantum Entrepreneurship. This is the game changer for new entrepreneurs and owners of small to medium businesses. And I'm Dr. John Edwards. I'm the founder and managing partner of Piyota, a business accelerator marketing company, and KGE, a diversified financial holding company that focuses primarily on real estate. Now, my decades of experience spans food and beverage, manufacturing, Wall Street, and K-12 education. I worked in both small businesses and major international brands that include Heineken, Pepsi, U.S. military contractors, New Jersey public schools, other government entities. I'm a trained chemist. I have an MBA and I am a #1 best-selling author. We'll have an assistant monitoring your chat box. So throughout this webinar, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them using the question box on the right. Now, I see a lot of you are from New Jersey, New York, there's California, Canada, the Philippines, India, Jamaica. Well, I'm always happy to see this kind of global representation. My goal for you today is to provide you with valuable information so you can use that to hypergrow your startup or your ongoing business concern. At the end of this webinar, we should answer the question of how to create a 6- or 7-figure business in 1 year using QSE, even if you have a low FICO score. The strategies you're about to discover are the exact same strategies that large businesses like Amazon or Google or Facebook have used to raise millions of dollars and design autonomous systems that help businesses hypergrow. When you truly understand these methods, it will completely change your life and improve the chances that your business will succeed. We continue to change people's lives by helping to educate them about how to start and finance their own businesses. Now, I know a big question in your minds is, why do I need someone to coach me? Why do I need a system at all? And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you need a coach. Number 1, for personal growth. You need to take advantage of those who have walked the path before you. There is much to be learned from those who've been there and done it before us. There is no shame in getting help. We'll help you work smarter, not harder. Number 2, it saves you time. You simply don't have the time to stay on top of, the latest changes in Facebook ads, PPC, SEO, and so on. As businesses get more complex and the pace of change increases, you need to leverage an experienced coach or mentor to save you and your team time and money. And the 3rd reason is you need to leverage technology. There is more technology offerings designed for small businesses today than ever before. And these solutions can easily transform your business and your life. The problem is, most small business owners don't have the time or the know-how to implement these tools. So, leverage an expert resource. Leverage the help of experts to help guide you on the journey to success. Now, here's the backdrop to what we'll be talking about today. I want to share or highlight some statistics about the survival rates for small businesses so that it will put this webinar in a better perspective for you. I need you to understand why the information you're about to receive is so important. So here we go. Really important. Let's talk about bankruptcies. As of June 2018, the annual bankruptcy filings in the United States totaled over 775,000. Let's talk about business failure rates. Of all small businesses that started in 2014, 56% made it to the 5th year. Of those that failed, 29% ran out of cash. 29% ran out of runway. So, viewers and listeners, I want to rein in your fears with quantum entrepreneurship. Let me be the first to tell you, if you got a great business idea, money will chase you. so you won't have to fail before the end of your first year or the end of your fifth year. And quantum entrepreneurship attempts to solve a major problem that we've had with startups: the high failure rates, which are often associated with poor funding and lack of expertise. Now, when I work with large corporations and stable, mature organizations, they already have quality and operational systems in place. Unlike small businesses, many small businesses that I've seen, they experience a lot of operational challenges that are so overwhelming that they become a major distraction from the entrepreneur's main goal, which is to create and realize that vision for a product or service, not to become the employee that runs every station in the business. Are you ready to become more successful as an entrepreneur? Are you ready to become a more successful and effective leader, to start a new business or grow your existing business? Now is the right time. And just in case you're wondering, I encourage you to start now. I also encourage you to view the podcast on our website that identifies funding sources for up to millions of dollars, from friends and family through EB5 to securities funding. It also talks about crowdfunding, and you need to know a lot about that. These webinars highlight sources of financing for new and emerging businesses that entrepreneurs are often not always aware of. So, if finding money to grow your business is preventing you from starting or growing your business, then I assure you we need to talk. Now, QSE, Quantum Systems Ecologies, let's just call it quantum entrepreneurship. I'm happy to allay your fears because we have created a system called QSE, Quantum Entrepreneurship, that minimizes the chances that your business will fail. In simple, we significantly increase the chance that you will create and scale a business that is profitable, sustainable, and delivers significant value creation to the consumer market. If you look at the next chart, research has shown that money is one of the lowest when ranked with 5 major concerns. You can see that timing and execution or team ranked at the top. And that is a major component of what we provide for you, that quality team and support. We can help you determine if it is the right time for you to bring your project to the market, whether it's a product or service. And if it is, we will surround you with a team that will execute, increase your chance of success, and hyper-grow your revenue using QSE. Now, let's talk about timing. It is a great time for business in America. The American economy is boasting unemployment rates as low as 3.7% and GDP of 2.1% in the second quarter of 2019. So the only bad news is you may have some challenges finding employees, but you shouldn't have a shortage of consumers for your products or services. Now let's take a look at our 3-part QSE system. There's the quantum component. I help you with your business sequencing and product ideation all the way to proof of concept. I help you create your minimum viable product. Now, the system component of QSE includes scientifically engineered systems that may include artificial intelligence, and that will make your business a lot more efficient, automated, and more profitable. Now, some of these systems you're already using in your day-to-day operations, and you should be familiar with them, such as your funnels, your digital marketing systems, logistics systems, and financial systems. However, there are other systems that you will gain access to in QSE that will improve the overall efficiency and profitability of your business. Imagine if you had a system to control your liquidity risk. How awesome would that be for your cash flow? Imagine if you had the option to participate in networking with hundreds of global CEOs in over 130 countries and on entrepreneurs several times per year. Would that be exciting? Let's talk about ecologies. We call our marketing environment the ecology. So imagine if you had experts to help you navigate this technology-driven environment. We help you with that crucial organic growth, the component that most entrepreneurs often neglect. Would you like that? When you have an opportunity, please view our podcast on fundraising bootcamp. You will see the caliber of experts I'd like to provide that opportunity for you to work with to grow your business. I need you to take an opportunity to view our podcast on fundraising bootcamp, where you can see the caliber of experts that I'd like to provide you an opportunity to work with to grow your business. One of the things that we emphasize is creating a business or a company with an end or an exit strategy in mind. We want to change the way that you perceive your business, so right from the get-go, we start having conversations about your exit strategy, such as selling your company or creating an IPO, and what we need to do to improve valuation as your company grows. But let's get back to the present. Here's what one of our clients had to say about QSE. Since I started using QSE, I generated over $350,000 for my startup business the very first year alone. And that's from Angel Burke, who is in the food and beverage industry. Great. So I want to go on to talk about mindset. What's holding you back from starting your business or accelerating your existing business? Your perspective? Your mindset? Let me invite you to join this cooperative and collaborative business environment. Note that I did not say competitive, cutthroat environment. That is what most of us are accustomed to. This cooperative environment that I'm inviting you to is fulfilling and exciting, and you will discover new ways to transform your business or to reimagine your business or your customer experience and even your own lifestyle. You will no longer struggle to get clients, because now you'll be able to consistently use a proven system with predictability. If you just got an idea that you'd like to bring to the market, or if you're struggling with your business, whether it's a small to medium business, or if you're a college student with a limited view of your possibilities, I will show you how to start your own business and pursue entrepreneurship successfully. If you fall into any of these categories, then you're in the right place. Let me tell you, the world's economic paradigm is quickly changing. There are over 2,000 billionaires on the 2019 list. The total combined net worth of this year's billionaires is over $8.7 trillion. Now listen, between 2017 and 18, a new billionaire was created every 2 days. That's a lot of opportunity out there in the marketplace. And these opportunities are there for your taking. But it's all about your mindset. It's all about whether or not you have a growth mindset, and whether or not you are the kind of go-getter who will succeed irregardless of the challenges you face. Now, let's hear what another client had to say about QSE, Quantum Entrepreneurship. QSE not only helped me with strategy and systems, but they worked on my mindset a lot. I always struggled with branding, and I got access to branding experts who really understand my product and my passion for providing the best geriatric care. I could study content at my own pace, and the content included forms and templates that really saved me a lot of time and money. I am still learning the digital marketing system because I am really not great with technology, but thankfully QSE helped me with their plug and play systems, so I just need to be able to provide key parameters and everything is set up. That's from Melody Ruler, who is in geriatric care. Now, if you're wondering what are the growth sectors, you might not be sure how you want to grow your company, or some of you may not even know what industry you want to enter. We can help you with that. If you take something as simple as real estate, the total value of U.S. housing market increased by $1.9 trillion to a whopping $33 trillion in 2018. That's huge. Take the consulting industry. It's worth a whopping $183 billion per year. We can also talk about, food and beverage, artificial intelligence, nutraceuticals, nutritional products. It's so huge. The internet has also broken down the traditional walls of doing business, so modern day technology allows anyone to start their business with just a product, a cell phone, or a laptop. There are freelance sites, which we'll introduce you to if you're not familiar with them. In digital marketing, we can reach anybody through online channels such as Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. All of this is happening for the very first time in history. You do not need any fancy qualifications. You can hire freelancers and contractors. We'll help you. You can rent a business address. There has never been such an opportune time to start a business or grow your existing business. There are ways to get around any obstacle that you perceive. Now, mind you, I do disclose that I have a background in special chemistry. I'm a trained special chemist. Because you may be aware of my involvement in many industries, including food industry and with major international brands. Now, because of the specialized nature of the work I do, I will disclose that I also have an MBA and a doctoral degree. But for starters, beginning a new business, what you really need is a winning idea. That's it. Do not be discouraged by your current status, whether it is that you don't have a master's degree, whether it is that you don't have a lot of money, or whether it is that you don't have a lot of influential friends. What you need for successful business is a great idea and the willingness to work hard. You got to have the ability to solve a major problem in society and to add significant value to society. If you can solve problems, you will be wealthy. Now, let's talk about building credit. We'll help you hyper-grow revenue. That is how we do it. Becoming an entrepreneur, once you start out on a pathway to becoming an entrepreneur, it's very hard to turn back. I remember when I sold my first house, this is how it went down. I was running a clothing factory in my basement apartment, and my landlord came and gave me notice before my contract even ended. He said he was selling the building. I was distressed, so I asked him, can I buy the property? He looked at me with some amount of dejection and he responded, if you can afford it. Well, they say necessity is the mother of invention. I was able to buy the building because I had an entrepreneurial spirit. And I sold it for a nice profit a few months later. And when I got out of graduate business school, a few months later, I paid off all my college loans and I had money left over to travel around the world. Oh, that was very exciting. It will also be very exciting for you when you rush home to your computer each day to see how much your investments made for you for that day without you actually having to do any work whatsoever. Business, entrepreneurship, or investing, when done well, can be very exciting. But you need to have the right mentors and the right experts to surround you if you want to be successful. Let's talk about self-doubt. Self-doubt has been a major issue for many entrepreneurs, and I'll tell you a quick story. When I had these BMW cars, I said to my workers, why don't we start a business where you can hire these cars out to people who need a nice clean ride, or we can start a taxi or limousine service rather than us having these cars sitting under the trees and gathering dust and leaves every day. My employees, they laughed at me. They told me then that no one is going to pay for a taxi cab using a credit card. And it was very difficult for me to convince them to do it. Now, I myself, I was too busy doing so many other things, so I never proceeded. And now I regret, because that was 10 years ago, and had I pursued it, maybe I could have been the Uber or the Lyft in today's market. I'm saying this because you don't know what your idea might turn out to be in life. You don't know what your current business may turn out to be if you get the right support. So you don't want people around you to discourage you and pull you down when you try to make a positive step with your life, or when you try to improve your well-being and your level of independence. So this is not about John Edwards. This is about helping people breaking through their barriers of lack of confidence and the constant feeling of a lack of resources. If you're tired of working for other people and you need freedom and you want to live life on your own terms, that's what I'm here to help you to do. Do not take 10 years to do what you can do in 1 or 2 years. Do not be penny wise and pound foolish. Do not think that you can do it all by yourself. I'll tell you a story I heard about a salt maker real quickly. He wanted a short way, okay? But here it is. A sailor, he went to a rich man's house, okay? And the rich man needed salt, so he picked up this magical shiny machine that he had and commanded it to make salt. So the machine made salt for the rich man. The sailor loved this shiny object, and so he stole it. And when he realized the magical machine could make anything he wanted, he ran to sea with it. Now when he returned to sea, he was cooking and he needed some salt, so he commanded the machine to make salt, and it did. The problem is, the sailor did not learn how to stop the machine, which he stole. And so that shiny magical machine is still out in the sea making salt until this day. And that's why the sea is so salty. Now there's a message in that story, all right? Sometimes we grab bits and pieces of an opportunity, but if you don't have the full picture, or if you don't try to learn it in its entirety, or if you try to work in isolation, it won't work out well for you, okay? Shortcuts don't work, so learn to do it the right way and use the expertise that is available to you, including what you can get from QSE. Now let's talk about quantum systems so you can understand it a little bit more. Quantum entrepreneurship ensures that you can produce your products or services on a minimum viable scale. And we make that minimum viable product almost perfect in terms of your margins, in terms of your product quality and customer satisfaction. Now that is pretty difficult to do, but we help you to do it right. Now a lot of people, what they do is they try to start real big with their business and they end up failing real big because they're building on a flawed foundation, you know, like building a house on the sand. I will show you how to create the quantum product, a system, your minimum viable product, then we'll scale beyond your imagination. So really, the only thing you need to start or to scale a 6 or 7 figure business is a solution to a significant problem in society and a clear vision of how to do it. Don't try to do everything because you can't. It's all about doing less and focusing on QSE once you get started, creating your minimum viable product, your systems, and taking care of your ecology. So when do you start? You start now. Don't wait for perfection. Don't wait for a perfect website or the perfect product, because in today's marketplace, you need to introduce your concept, to the market and let the marketplace mold it into their desirable commodity as soon as possible. Don't try to be everything, because at the end of the day, you'll realize that if you take Jeff Bezos, who runs Amazon, he is not doing speaker programs, and he does not actively run a Google channel, and he's not trying to actively run his Facebook pages. He's not tweeting at 4 a.m. in the mornings. He is focused on the key operating elements at Amazon. The biggest blocker to yourself is you. You are your greatest enemy. Do not focus on your lack of financial resources or your fear or your procrastination or your lack of confidence. Do not feel that you are not worthy of success and fortune. Read books, watch motivational videos, and most importantly, be outcome oriented. Use SMART goals. Get out of your head and get into action. What I mean by this is just don't stay there in your state of imagination every day, but move into reality and take action and make your dreams real. Take action, get momentum, create your product and sell your first product. That is what you need to do. Use a vision board to create a vision of your future life, 5 to 10 years from now. And every day you visualize your life and then your dreams will become reality. I'll tell you, when I go shopping, for example, I never park at the back of the parking lot. I always drive right up to the front, expecting that there's going to be a parking space there for me. And I learned that from The Secret, and it has worked for me 99% of the times. There are a few locations and times where I have to wait a few minutes, but it always works out for me. And that's the power of visualization, and that's the power of your vision boards. That's the power of being positive. If you've been doing business by yourself and failed, you must change something dramatically. Sometimes you just cannot get there on your own. And that is why people hire consultants and join networks of professionals to get to the next level. You have two options at this point of the webinar. You can, one, go it alone and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to figure out on your own what to do, and you can get frustrated in that process. Or option two is you can use QSE and get access to experts who will help you succeed in a shorter time frame, possibly at a much less cost and with much less risk. I want to introduce you to quantum systems ecologies, QSE, or quantum entrepreneurship. This is a carefully engineered process that allows you to minimize the risk of business failure. It reduces liquidity risk and will help you hyper-grow your company. If you don't have a company or you just have an idea, we will help you to transform that idea into something valuable. In our QSE resources, there are about 5 components. The first component emphasizes technology and entrepreneurship. The second component talks about your business plan, your idea to concept, prototypes, visioning, mentorship. The third component deals with legal and planning or IP work. We help you with your interim executives. The fourth component deals with organizing and funding your executive teams, your seed capital teams, your exit strategy planning. We talk to you and work with you about raising capital, your round 1 fundraising, your Series ABC fundraising. We start working on that. In the fifth part, we focus on operations and marketing, finalizing your concepts, the operations plan, your employment training and marketing components. We simplify the things that most new entrepreneurs struggle with. Little things like your landing pages, strategies that will double your sales in digital marketing. We oversimplify them for you. Most of you won't have the time or expertise to do your Google, Instagram, and YouTube digital marketing, so we have staff that will help you with that. In the sixth section, we look at innovation, and QSE is very unique in that it focuses on getting your feet on the ground from day one. And I often get into the trenches with you, believe me. This is not one of those educational courses that you buy and you study. It's real business. This is not a study guide. We are able to get you out there producing results, and I will help you to create your business plan, your minimum viable product, your pitch deck, your complete proof of concept, ideally within 3 months. Now, depending on your industry, it may take less, it may take more time, but that is a rough time that we have in mind. When I went to film school, the first thing they did on day 1 was they gave me a camera and they sent me out into the park to start filming. And I liked that, because at that time in most film schools, you had to spend a year studying the history of film and learning about theory and the camera parts and the dark room before you could even put your hand on a camera to go filming. What I want to do with you is I want to produce results through experiential learning. However, you will still have an abundance of training, references, and resources that you can access at your own convenience, and it will help you with operations, marketing, finance, you name it. I'm going to be walking you through a business process and providing you with the systems that ensure your success. So let's dive a little deeper. I can work with just about any industry. What we do is based on systems and technology processes that can be adapted to most industries. I will help you take your digital marketing efforts to the next level. You have the option to use artificial intelligence to manage your business, including your customer relationships, and provide high quality service. All the legals, the consulting agreements, contracts, policies, I can handle these for you. These are just some of our portfolios and forms that we routinely utilize. We have binders of forms and contracts which are all available digitally, and we share these with you because it saves you a lot of time and effort when you have them at your disposal for different industries, whether it's real estate, food and beverage, technology. Will make your life easier. Let's talk a little bit about growth mindset. We can help you adopt a growth mindset and a success-driven mentality, so you can attract customers or clients to your business like a magnet without having to go out and chase them. We typically complete your minimum viable product and your proof of concept in 3 months. However, that may take a little more time or less depending on the product and the industry that we're working with. QSE systems. Let's hear what another of our client had to say. QSE is perhaps the best thing my organization has done within our 6 years of existence. The expert advice, the systems, the online resources we receive, and the connections we make really helped our company grow its revenue like never before. Once I learned the system, it really made a difference in how I operate my business, and my revenue quickly increased. This is from Jonathan, and he's in technology. Now let's talk about the format for QSE training. The training resources are available online and you can access them at your convenience. There is the system to help you complete your business budget and your business plan, your pitch deck, and we target 1 month for you to complete that, even though it's a work in progress. It's one of those things that's never done. Your startup marketing kit that includes your website template and the digital marketing assets on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, those are also available. I will have with you a weekly one-on-one coaching call with me. It will last for 1 hour, and that is in addition to the online training that is going to be available to you. We provide technology support for setting up marketing funnels, WordPress, and graphic design experts. We also participate in meetup events in New York and other cities across the United States. We operate in a digital paradigm, and so all of your resources are available in digital media. I want to give you one very important assurance, and that is I do not quit until you win. Now, we archive all of our webinars and online calls for each cohort so that you can access them. If you're not able to make it to sit in for a meeting or a webinar, you can always listen to it or watch it later. Now, here's a disturbing cost of going it all alone. It could take you 3 to 10 years of your life to figure it out on your own. You will have to try everything with no idea what's going to work and trying to figure it out what works or doesn't work. It's a painful process, a process of trial and error. Now, QSE resources, it delivers success. Remember, you get your complete budget, business plan, pitch deck, and we target 1 month to get that done. It's tight, but we try to work with you to get it done. We complete your minimum viable product and proof of concepts, and we try to get that done in 3 months. Again, it sounds like a short time or a long time. That's a lot of work. Startup marketing kit, that includes website templates, digital marketing assets on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We've got that ready for you. You will have a weekly one-on-one coaching call with me that will last 1 hour, in addition to the online training resources. And you also have the option to participate in a 1-week training with entrepreneurs and CEOs from across the globe, and that opportunity arises 5 times per year. Again, you'll have technology support for setting up marketing funnels, WordPress management, and graphic design. We will have lots of that for you. Now, for everything that we've mentioned here, typically this course is sold for $6,000, but today I'm going to strike that out, and I'm going to be doing something really special for you. Today, you're only going to be paying $19.99. That is correct. $1,999. Remember, you can cancel in 30 days, or you can start and grow your business at your own pace. Now, if you're new to business, I'll walk you through from funding to mentorship to networking to swanky co-working spaces to educational resources. My goal is to get you started for the minimum out of pocket. QSE will provide you with access to experts in seed capital funding. You'll get hands-on help and a great expert team to positively impact the trajectory of your early stage startup. You will get actionable feedback and growth plans to increase your business revenue. And remember, I won't quit until you win. Now, there are some awesome products that will really help you to create a new business or hyper-grow your existing business. So the everyday normal price for this program is $6,000. Quantum systems ecologies, it's engineered for success. However, for today, I'm going to strike that out, and once again, you'll only be paying $19.99. I'm going to mark this out, and I'm going to do a special offer for you. For people on this webinar today only, I'm going to do it for $19.99. So usually it is $6,000, but I'm going to do it for $19.99. I'm taking $4,000 off, and that is so ridiculous. It is usually $6,000. You'll get it for $2,000. This is a ridiculous offer, and I'm willing to stand behind this 100% with an absolute satisfaction guarantee. So if you go, start this program, and take action, you should get results. The program works, but just in case you're skeptical and you're not sure, I want to offer you a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. So please sign up for the program. Take action. And if you're not completely satisfied with it, in the next 30 days, you can request a refund, and it will be full and immediate, no questions asked. The price is normally $6,000, but today we're doing it for $19.99. If you can make one payment of $19.99, that would be great. And I do recommend that you do that because you can save some money. If you don't have $19.99, right now you can pay one payment of $5.99 now, and you will get instant access to the program. So one payment of $5.99 today, and another 30 days, you make another $5.99, and you do that in 3 payments. So click the button to the right of the screen to enroll, and you can see the arrow pointing to it. Click that button right now and lock in this amazing offer right now. And guys, this will not last. We've got a limit on how many of these memberships we can sell for this price with the one-on-one mentorships that we're offering. All right? So it is ridiculous. This is going to sell out really fast. So make sure you click that button right now and lock it in so you can get these savings. Now, what I want to do is open up for some personal questions, and let's see. So once again, the QSE, Quantum Systems Ecologies, or if you call it Quantum Entrepreneurship, our price is regularly $6,000, and for persons on this webinar today only, a fabulous discount. We're taking $4,000 off, and you're getting for $1,999. We do have a lot of questions, and what I want to do for the remaining time is address the questions which are most frequent, and I will sort of combine a few questions together so I can provide more people with responses during this limited time. Now, first question is, how will the course be administered? The course will be available online. You can access it at any time at your own convenience. Some components of the course will be drip fed, so you will only get access to the sections that are relevant to your progress. So for example, at the early stages, if your business is only a few weeks old, we probably won't be exposing you to some of the more sophisticated elements, including like mergers and acquisitions, because that would only confuse you. All right, so here's another question. My marketing strategies are not working. How will QSE help? Well, this is a good question, and this is a common challenge for entrepreneurs. Now, it doesn't matter whether you are targeting B2B, business to business, or B2C. It's people who run businesses, and you're talking about emotions being involved and money at stake. So once I get to understand your niche and your product, this program will show you how to market to them and how to target or craft your marketing strategies that force them to take action. I will equip you with organic methods to use so you don't deplete your money. And especially for startup business owners who don't have a lot of money, we put a lot of emphasis on the organic component of marketing to help you not to deplete your money. And before you move into paid advertising. Now, once you scale up your revenue, then you can use that money to do digital marketing and scale your business even further. Now, let's take another question. Marge is asking, I can't afford these programs, so can I pay month to month? The answer you will always get is, if you can't afford this program, then that's really evidence that you need this program, perhaps more than anyone else, because this is the program that will show you how to make money. So honestly, you need to get creative and think about how you can find the money. You know, whether it's credit cards, friends and family. And I'll just let you into a secret that we have processes that will help people like you to generate funds to get your business started. And it's not just for this program, but it's for your business, especially for startups. And it's a great way for you to learn the capital generation skills and the language associated with capital generation or fundraising. So if you don't have that money and you feel that you would only be able to pay for it, you have so little money that it would take you a year, then you need to talk to me, email me, reach out to me, and I'll introduce you to these fundraising skills. Okay? Now, let's go to another question. The question is, what if I already have a business plan? Jessica is asking. Well, what we do is a 360-degree analysis for you, and that includes examining your financials and any existing business plan that you might have. If there's a business plan, then we may or we may not need to make modifications to it. But what I have found in past experience is that 8 out of 10 times the existing structures and systems have to be significantly improved. And in a lot of cases, we've gone into businesses that were what we call demolitions, and we literally had to sort of break them down to their smallest individual operational components, what we call quantums, and rebuild them all over again. So think of it like a home. You're buying a house, and it may just be a fixer-up. You know, you do some superficial things to make it look nicer, or it could be in a really bad state where you've got to break it down to its foundations or to its bare bone structures in order to build it back again. All right, so we will come in and do an inventory of what you have before we move forward. Now, in reality, some of you may already be investing significant amounts into your business for professional development and consultants and coaches. And that's one of the reasons why I'm sending the elevator back down and reducing today's price from $6,000 to a mere $1,999. Now, here's what one of our clients had to say. The experience I struggled, or rather, let me get this right. I struggled starting a new business for over a year. everything I learned, I was able to put into action immediately, so it is a very hands-on experience. As a result, my business productivity is up, sales doubled in the first 6 months, and I felt less stressed running my business. I was not working alone, there was a lot of support, and my mentors were always asking me, what are you doing and how can I help you? My mentors were all experts in their fields, and they spend productive time with me. I got to know a new and very supportive business community of people who are experts in my industry. I got so much advice and guidance on my burning questions, without which I probably would have failed and definitely not done so well. It goes on, I'm still learning how to raise capital about QSE, and my mentors are helping me organize my business so I can be ready for the next stage of funding. I am so happy. I feel like I am now building my dream for the first time. That's from Maria Oglesby, and she's in the cosmetics industry. So, yes, I really want to send the elevator back down. You know, our organization runs on cooperation and collaboration. The experience I struggled, or rather, let me get this right. I struggled starting a new business for over a year. Everything I learned, I was able to put into action immediately, so it is a very hands-on experience. As a result, my business productivity is up, sales doubled in the first 6 months, and I felt less stressed running my business. I was not working alone, there was a lot of support, and my mentors were always asking me, what are you doing and how can I help you? My mentors were all experts in their fields, and they spend productive time with me. I got to know a new and very supportive business community of people who are experts in my industry. I got so much advice and guidance on my burning questions, without which I probably would have failed and definitely not done so well. It goes on, I'm still learning how to raise capital about QSE, and my mentors are helping me organize my business so I can be ready for the next stage of funding. I am so happy. I feel like I am now building my dream for the first time. That's from Maria Oglesby, and she's in the cosmetics industry. So, yes, I really want to send the elevator back down. You know, our organization runs on cooperation and collaboration, and we're here to help each other. If we will reflect on our early days in business, for those of us who are more mature in business, and even when I reflect on when I just started out in business, I might not have been able to find $6,000. And so I'm doing something special for everybody on this webinar today. I'm offering this program at a price that is truly ridiculous. And so here's what you get for QSE Business Accelerator Program, and the normal everyday price would have been $6,000. We get you your complete budget and your business plan and your pitch deck, and we try to get that done in a month. We complete your minimum viable product and your proof of concept, and our target for completion is 3 months. We help you with your startup marketing kit that includes your website templates, digital marketing assets on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You get a weekly one-on-one coaching call with me for 1 hour, and that is in addition to the online training resources. And you also have an option to participate in a 1-week training with global CEOs 5 times per year. You get technology support for setting up your marketing funnels, your WordPress management, and graphic designing. And you get to participate in live meetup events in New York metropolitan cities and cities across America. Now, the value proposition here is that your business plan, your pitch deck, would typically run you $2,000. A business plan, our business plan is one that's going to produce you wealth and cash flow, and you are getting it for $19.99. That is a steal of the century. Better yet, I'm going to throw this in. Everyone who applies today, you're going to be getting 2 books for free. You got to have them because they're the conceptual frames for what we do. 1 is you're going to be getting the Growth Mindset book, and 2, you're going to be getting the Blue Ocean Strategy book. It's a really great book, and I really need you to read both of them. And remember, I give you my guarantee and my commitment that I will not quit until you win. Now, if you would have bought this yesterday or tomorrow or in a month's time, you would pay $6,000. However, I'm going to mark this out, and I'm going to be giving you all of this for only a special $19.99. Okay? Now, once again, your pitch deck and your business plan would typically cost you around $2,000, and your website over $3,000, your social media assets $1,000, your marketing copies would run you thousands of dollars, and these are all things that we're providing you for only $19.99. Now, Jennifer is asking, can I split membership with my business partner? Jennifer, that's a great question. Yes, absolutely. Whether it's a business partner or your wife or spouse or, adult family member, you can add a second person to your membership at any time. Now, don't put this decision off. This offer any other day is $6,000, and for today it's only $19.99. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid we're running out of time and I have to be closing this out. However, I do wish you all the success. I will leave the screen open for another few minutes. If you need to find your credit card or if you need to make a quick decision, then I will leave it open for you so you can enroll today and benefit from this wonderful discount of $19.99. It's a $4,000 discount and you're only paying $19.99. It was really great having you with us today. I will leave the screen open for you for another few minutes. Take action, get momentum. You may have to change your conversations and the people you're around, but I urge you, get off the shelf, get out of your comfort zone, be where you deserve to be and where you're entitled to be so people can discover your genius, and you will attain the wealth and the freedom that you truly deserve.